Silky One here. You know I'm back with some of the craziest clips from all over the internet. You know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. Let's go. Don't mind if I do.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Because today, not today, yesterday, the whole year is love. It's first birthday. I started a new chapter in my life, and you did too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You ain't had a drink in a year. You know what I'm saying? You look phenomenal. And this is called the Ciroc Water Cheers. So, I drink Ciroc. You don't drink. How do we cheers? With your water and my white grape Ciroc. It's called Two Kings Clinks. It's called Two Clinks.
I was talking to Spanish, she talking me good, and everything I was drove me crazy. I pulled up to her crib, I was in that 19.
So Hollywood has always been a blackmail ring, but who sits on top of it? You see, something that strikes me as odd about this Diddy case is his demeanor. And his demeanor reminds me of Jeffrey Epstein's. Jeffrey Epstein always kind of had this smirk on his face. You know, everything was coming down and he seemed remarkably calm, always smiling. I guess you would be smiling if you were the person that had been collecting blackmail on people and knew that you had video footage of people, maybe even the people that were prosecuting you. You're Jeffrey Epstein, you're like, yeah, this is really cute that you think you're going to put me in prison when I've got videos of you doing some crazy things on my island. Diddy has that same air of pretension about him. And just 30 minutes before he got arrested, I'm going to show you this. It's unbelievable. Diddy's laughing on the side of the road. Take a look at this clip. So this was from TMZ. You can see he's just like dapping up the homies. Just dapping up the homies on the side of the road, laughing. Yeah, it's all good. Pop said, yeah, I got to go to prison real quick. Yeah, I'm about to get arrested. Yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you on Tuesday. Love you, my dude. That's what he's doing.
Guns are for punks.
You see, Jay, you got a cool little homie here.
And when you left, Nelson brought the gun to me and told me to take it to the police station and turn it in.
What?
You're gonna shoot me?
I don't know what I was gonna do. But I ain't gonna let you punk me like you punky little flunkies. Cooper!
Did you guys know that Jay-Z's birthday is December 4th, Diddy's birthday is November 4th, and Beyonce's birthday is September 4th? Jay-Z had an album 444, Leah died August 25th, Left Eye died April 25th, Michael Jackson died June 25th. In J. Cole's song, he says, "Rest in peace, Aaliyah, rest in peace, Left Eye, Michael Jackson, I'll see ya just as soon as I die." This is a song that has been trending, which is She Knows by J. Cole. A lot of people are saying She Knows sounds like Sean Knowles. Jay-Z's name is Sean, Diddy's name is Sean, just spelled differently. Beyonce's last name is Knowles. Sean Knowles, She Knows, Sean Knowles, She Knows. What is going on here? J. Cole also referenced Apple Pie, which is a Destiny's Child song named Apple Pie. Another crazy thing is when Beyonce made her country album, recently a country star shouted her out. Thank you, Beyonce, just like how everything, that we've been seeing on TikTok, the country star did it too.
I also just want to say, I'm a country artist, and the fact that Beyonce made a country record changed the game.
Thank you, Beyonce.
So thank you.
That's crazy. Beyonce looks surprised. Is she really surprised?
I'm gonna go back to Nashville.
With the theory being that you have to thank Beyonce in order to be okay. It's just wild, and all of these theories coming together, I don't know if they make sense, but I think the craziest thing is JoJo Siwa thanking Beyonce.
J. Cole released a song called She Knows.
Yeah.
Do you get a really creepy vibe from it?
I like that song though.
Really? A lot of people who's came out on like Reddit threads,
Yeah.
they're like, that song by J. Cole, it gives me a weird like creepy vibe, right? It's cause the beat is like talking. So what they researched, so he sampled a song called Bad Things by a band named Cults. So the whole thing was named Cults. So Cults also sampled something from their song. And it was actually like a voice recorder of the Jim Jones massacre.
Oh shit.
So in the back, remember, it's like, she knows. You hear like kids screaming. And
No way.
Yeah, and there was a voice recorder of the death of and the massacre of all these kids in the back of these songs.
In the J. Cole song.
In
So
the
it's
J.
in the
Cole-
J. Cole song today.
Fam, you can hear it.
Nah.
And then she goes, she knows.
That's fun. That's fun.
She knows.
Yo.
You don't hear it?
That's messed up.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
I'm never gonna listen to that song again.
That song always gave me a bad vibe. I've never really enjoyed the song. I wonder how many of our favourite songs have got these kind of things in them. Let me know how you feel.
Songs are spells. That's what chance means. If you look in French, the word chance, it means song, but it also means a spell. The things that we say, that's why they say you got to be careful. Life and death resides in the tongue. Everything that we say holds value, it holds weight, and it has the ability to trigger things. So imagine when you take that and you put that to melody and you put that to song that holds you and rocks you. Whatever is embedded in that sound is now embedded in you. It's been proven scientifically. The human mind cannot refuse any information transferred through sound. Now think about all of these records that when you listen to them, you heard them a million times, whether you liked it or not. Matter of fact, how many songs did you not like that you ended up liking later? Man, I hated this song. I like this song. They kept playing it. You had no choice but to like it. Programming.
Ireland just performed a live satanic ritual on stage for the Eurovision 2024 semifinals. Viewer discretion is advised. At the end of this clip, there is some demonic possession being reenacted, and if you don't know what Eurovision is, it's an international song competition where each country performs a song and their performances are voted on.
pretty sure that most people in Ireland do not listen to her music.
This is where it really threw me off. They said they had to prick your blood to get in. I said, oh no, I'm good. Everyone else went, I called my Uber and left. Like, that's the shit where I think they be trying to get you. And like, if it's like you gotta think about it, people move to LA for a dream. They chasing money, fame, clout, whatever. So they gotta think about it. Somebody, like a young girl that's trying to get on, that just moved out there, she gon', oh hell yeah, Bella Thorne in there. You don't know who else in there. Like, connections. Me, I'm good. Like, that shit gonna come naturally. I don't gotta prick my finger, take my blood to get into a party. If it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. I'm not finna do no something like that.
Maybe for you there's a tomorrow.
My soul in my body. God, I wonder can you save me? I can't die, I can't die.
Yeah, my flesh, no nigga could test. My soul is possessed by the evils in the form of diamonds and Lexuses. The exorcist got me doing sticks like homie. You don't know me, but the whole world owe me. Strip was thought to be a pleasant guy all my fucking life. So now I'm down for whatever. Ain't nothing nice. Throughout my junior high years, it was all friendly. But now this higher learning got the Remy in me. Liquors invaded my kidneys. Got me ready to lick off, mama forgive me. I can't be held accountable, the evil's beating me down, boo. Got me running with guys, making G's, telling lies that sound true. Come test me, I never cower. For the love of money, son, I'm giving lead showers. Stop screaming, you know the demon said it's best to die. And even if Jehovah Witness, man, he'll never testify. The evil's still
God, I wonder can you save me? I can't die, I can't die.
Immediately, I felt like there was something weird, because, you know, there's always drinks, there's always, you know, the vodka and the mixer is just like sitting on the table, but we walk in and immediately, and Diddy hands me a drink, Kanye hands Lauren a drink, and we're like, that's weird, why are they serving us? And I don't like to drink, like I don't like alcohol, I don't like the way that it like makes me feel sick, so. But my manager, since the beginning, she was just like, I know you don't like to drink, but if someone famous hands you something to drink, even if you don't want it, just like hold it and like pretend, because you don't want to seem rude. And I was like, okay. And it was like a vodka cranberry, and I was like, oh, gross. And so I'm just standing there with my back against the console, just like pretending to sip this drink. And I'm like, I'm not fucking drinking this. This is gross. And my manager was sitting across on this couch with Kanye's cousin, and then the other girls were sitting next to her. And immediately I was like, there's something fucking wrong. Like, I couldn't explain it. I didn't know what to do. But I just like felt that there was something not right. But I didn't fucking know what to do. I was 19 years old, like just left home a year ago, new in the industry. Yeah, I didn't know what to do, but I knew that there was something wrong, basically. And I was standing there pretending to sip this drink, and my manager was sitting across from me. And, you know, if you know about like my past and like us being together, like she's very much reserved. And people would always say like, oh, she's such a bitch. She has like a resting bitch face. And it's because she has like severe like social anxiety. Like she just wants to like sit in the corner and like tap on her phone and like not talk to anyone. So she's not a bitch. She's just very shy. And I see her across the room holding her drink. And it was weird because I noticed as I was standing there just kind of just like wondering what's going on, Diddy kept looking at me and Kanye kept looking at Lauren, and like they were exchanging glances. And I'm like, they're like watching me strangely. And I'm like, okay, let me pretend to drink. And like, I'm not actually doing it. And like that seemed to like make them happy, like me like pretending to like join in. And immediately I'm like, there's something fucking in this drink. There's something in this drink. And I didn't know what to do. And I like, my manager was like across the room, but like close enough, but like not next to me. So I couldn't like whisper to her, but I wanted to tell her, I'm like, hey, don't fucking drink this. There's something wrong with this. But I couldn't. So I reach for my phone and I start to type, and Kanye takes the phone out of my hands and he's like, who are you texting? Like, you don't need to text anyone. Like, we're having a party. And I was like, okay. And he like puts it on one of the speakers, and I'm like, fuck.
mind-blowing satanic rituals and sacrifices out there.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's the facility I was hunting. It's Aerojet. It's actually an abandoned space rocket facility where they were developing and testing space rockets.
And what were you hunting there?
Pythons. I was given special access by the state of Florida to remove pythons from out there. And nobody can just go back out there, but people do go out there, as you can see from the graffiti and different stuff like that. Usually to do stuff that they're not supposed to do. There's a lot of crimes committed out there. There've been murders out there, gang initiations, all kind of stuff. The first thing I came across was a big rock pile with a upside down wooden cross on top and a bunch of red spray painted upside down crosses all over. And then I found this little doll, and then the night just kind of gets weirder from there. The red lettering in the other clip, it was a big Latin saying, like 100 foot long pretty much, on the road. I drove over it. We later translated it to, turn around, run, hide, he is watching you. Go further into the complex and there's these big abandoned buildings. I go into the building, you know, still just python hunting. And then I come to this big room where there's the big pentagram. In the middle of the pentagram, there is a 3-legged plastic chair with a blood stain in the bottom of it where you could tell something was killed, sacrificed, whatever. In one of the rooms, there's a sleeping bag with something inside of it. I don't think it was a body, anything like that. Police went out there, investigated it. I didn't investigate further past that. Something was inside the sleeping bag, and on the walls, there was, looked like red spray paint, and it said, she was only 9, we gave her to the devil, like basically talking about sacrificing a child. And then you have this little girl's gown that's nailed to the wall with like a dark red stain on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I thought we would have put all this weird, superstitious witchcraft, voodoo, whatever you want to call it, nonsense behind us, but it seems like it's alive and well in the current day. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below.
Trump or Kamala?
It's two fucking wings of the same bird. They're all in bed together. It's all a show. It's not real. It's a scam. Left side, right side of the same coin. Left wing, right wing of the same bird. There's a story about Mr. Jones, and Mr. Jones is having trouble in his plantation because the slaves are acting up. They're not performing. So Mr. Jones goes and asks his buddies, his fellow plantation owners, what's the solution to get more out of my slaves? And he says, you need to go and get a hold of Mr. Smith. So Mr. Jones goes and inquires with Mr. Smith, and Mr. Smith says, don't worry, tomorrow at first hour, just call all the slaves and I will personally talk to them. Just tell them that I'm in charge and just leave it to me. Next morning rolls around. Mr. Jones calls all the slaves and it says, from here on out, Mr. Smith will be in charge of the plantation. Anything he says goes. Mr. Smith stands up, walks forward and says, from here on out, you are free men. You can do as you please. You can go wherever you want, but understand one thing. As soon as you leave this plantation, things out there will be dangerous. There will be terrorists, plagues, maybe some other slave master will pick you up and toss you into their slave system. But you are free to go. Or you can be part of this democracy that we're about to create. And we can all work together and own the plantation. And everybody cheers, yes, yes. And we will see you guys tomorrow at the same time you came in today when you were slaves. The moral of the story is that we believe we're free up until we break free from the illusion.
I had a dude shooting at me. He looked like me. I had a red beard, a white guy shooting a PKM, but he's yelling Allahu Akbar, God is great, in Arabic. So now I'm seeing this, and again, I don't even have night vision because I don't need it. It's daytime. It's in my whatever. And that's when you start to think, okay, not only is that Al Qaeda, that's a Chechen. This is where you save at least one bullet for yourself.
Yeah.
Those guys will skin you alive. And this is all happening. And finally, Tony said, all right, I got one. I said, Austin, hit that checkpoint, get it in here now. And he said, okay, I can't. The batteries in my radio just died. I said, change the batteries. And he said, I can't. I'm not carrying the spares, remember? You are. They're in the rucksack that I dropped.
Shit.
Yeah. So I said something, I mean, I don't have a choice. And I ran. So I'm running to that thing, and I don't know, I'm saying 100 yards. And I don't know how I hadn't been hit at this point. And naturally, I know where they're packed. They're probably at the bottom of this thing. I'm opening this damn thing. I grabbed the 2 old school batteries. Now I'm running back. The rucksack. I have the batteries, and I chucked them to him, and now we're calling in air support. What he said was, bombs away 2 minutes out. And I'm like, 2 minutes? What did he can drop this from the space shuttle? Is that the first? Nothing takes 2 minutes to fall anywhere. Well, it turns out it was Bones. It was a B-1. And he was at 60,000 feet. And he just dropped 3 JDAMs, 3 2,000 pounders. Shit. And it's danger close, but like, whatever. One of the guys said to me, this is danger close. What do we do if it hits us? And I said, not a problem. Plug your ears. They don't whistle, they sizzle. It sounded like bacon. And then we lit the whole hillside lit up. And like, I'm watching dudes on fire running around that we just hit with that's the first time I was like, I will never make another joke about the Air Force. That is thank you. I heard that was America.
When I was 15 years old, I got exposed to an organization called the Brotherhood. And this group took me in and taught me how to use the law of attraction. They told me that I could have, be, or do anything I wanted. Einstein, pretty smart guy. Right. Thomas Edison, obviously one of the greatest inventors of all time. They both said at the turn of the century that the human brain is virtually a transmitter and receiver of frequency. They said that, not me. Medical science foo-fooed this for years. Your brain emits frequency. The key is, how do you train it so that it emits the correct frequency of what you want? The secret and the law of attraction doesn't tell you that missing secret ingredient. It's the missing key. It's the element that makes this work. And so what I teach is I'll teach you what I learned from the Brotherhood. And quite frankly, these are the same techniques that members of Skull and Bones have learned from Yale University, the Bilderberg Group. Some people may be familiar with some of these organizations. When you get to the highest level in Freemasonry, 33rd degree level in Freemasonry, these are secrets of these various associations and societies on how to, we call it manipulating energy, to really just how to beam the frequency of your brain of what you want so that it will come into your life.
My stepper gon' brush him if I press the button. Drippy the scuff, the blick in the duffel.
Here's a little something you can ponder in your mind. Something that has never been explored along these lines. Paint a mental picture of the guns you can find. And I'll show you why we're so fascinated with the 9. The reason that we like it doesn't lie in the design. The secret of our adoration lies behind the 9, the number. It has a special meaning that's divine, a spiritual significance that needs to be defined. Man's relationship with the number 9 is odd. It has its beginnings and its origins in God. Here is an example that I'm giving to you first. Consider there are 9 planets in the universe. Mercury, Venus, Earth, then the Mars. Plus the other 5 planets rest among the stars. They're all heavenly bodies, but herein lies the wisdom. Consider that your heavenly body has 9 systems. A planet for each system. A system for each planet. This seems to be a symbolism that we take for granted. Circulatory, reproductive, skeletal, and nervous. Muscular and endocrine to others. Go research it. And then just prepare. The universe is 999 times 999 times squared. Hey, there's a little science for the time dropped right from the mind of the sign. Number 9. 9 represents birth, completion. That's all. Take notice how the 9th month is the start of fall. It's the 3rd out of 4 seasons, so peep what you find, that the 3 for the season is the square root of 9. Bullets from the 9mm keep on gunning. My mother Ty said that 9 is the number of the woman. So look closely at the word feminine, and you will find, if you break it down right, that it's really feminine. The woman in 9. And that's just a segment. Because a 9 looks like the bottom half of a woman when she's pregnant. So peep how it takes her 9 months to have a baby. Approximately 270 days she carries her seed. And that math is divine. Because the 2 plus the 7 plus the 0 equals 9. A man, when he marries a woman, the band is placed on a woman's 9th finger on her hand. Surprising? Here is something a little more enticing. Retailers use a 9 in marketing and advertising. Pricing. A car is $20,099. Gum is $79. Candy is 99 cents. A gallon of gas, $3.99. They do this because they know the attractiveness behind 9. It always multiplies back to 9. Use any number with a 9, you can find this is true. 9 times 2 is 18. And 1 plus the 8 equals 9. Know what I mean? 9 times 8, see that's 72. The 7 plus the 2 is 9. This you can do. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, that about wraps it up for today, guys. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. We got content coming every day. Stay tuned.